I don't typically get my nerf news from LinkedIn, but maybe I should start checking there more often. And someone suggested I check out a post from the Zuru CEO. So let's go. Zuru, of course, being the parent company for X-Shot and many other brands, but typically we'd be talking about something X-Shot related on this channel, but this one's a little bit different. So the CEO of Zuru is Nick Mowbray. His page is pretty straightforward, reposting X-Shot Ragefire #1 blaster, total Amazon US. Incredible work by the team, getting the X-Shot Insanity, now the #1 toy foam blaster on Amazon US. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, sure, that is worth celebrating. But what we are really interested in is something that was posted just over a month ago. How are these products still on the shelf? This might be one of the worst products ever. Ooh, apologies to Hasbro. Are you sure about that? Apologies, starting with, this might be the worst thing ever, and also, sorry about that. but okay. But this isn't helping the Nerf brand. Ouch. Universally, they've received 1-star reviews, excluding paid ones. Ooh, shots fired. There are endless TikTok videos critiquing this, making it hard to keep up. They're universally condemning it. Example below with the hashtag #NerfDoBetter has 1 million likes. Truly not sure how this is even on the shelf. Context here, bunch of balloons is the newest Nerf kind of like water balloon product. I think that came out earlier this year. I believe it is a more recent release. And it kind of competes with, well, water balloons in general, but also Zuru has a product, Bunch O Balloons. Bunch O Balloons have been out for a little bit longer, but it's not really surprising that Nerf would want to compete on another front. I mean, they already had water blasters, they had their super soakers of the past, they have their super soakers of the present. Not too surprising to see a product like this. The reception, though, clearly has been a little bit mixed. Though it is a little bit surprising, I must say, to watch the CEO of Zuru make such a public poke, like poke right through the chest. I'm all here for it. If I had some popcorn, I'd be eating it right now. I live for this kind of drama because it's just fun to watch. Don't hate me. In this case, he does kind of call out a pretty viral TikTok and uses it as an example for like a really, really bad product experience. And clearly it did, you know, enough in his mind to justify this post, because then also calling out like fake reviews on Amazon, which I think we all know is a problem. I'm not sure about the whole endless TikTok videos critiquing. This one obviously is pretty substantial. Now the replies to this one, of course, include some couldn't agree more. Zuru Toy Company always puts the health of kids first and care about the environment protection, which is quite similar to the concept of our company. Dick ready. Oh, love it. When you're talking about like, oh, your balloons are unethical, but ours are good. Ours make the world a better place. Are you worried that there is not enough single-use plastic being hurled into the environment? Concerned that your child is not getting a good enough dose of microplastics in their blood supply? Well, Zuru and Hasbro have you covered. Zuru's Bunch of Balloons will give your child years, no sorry, months, no, got that wrong again, days, sorry, it's minutes of fun. Sorry, this part is pretty cringy, but just bear with me. I have just been told it is seconds. Yes, seconds of fun. And once you are all done, there is no cleanup. Just let those balloon fragments bake in the sun and slowly become one of the ever-living thing in the environment. You will also need to just pop that filler mechanism straight into the trash. Don't waste your time trying to recycle it. Silly. And Hasbro's Better Than Balloons skips the middleman and just becomes waste as soon as it is used. Truly an epic post, an epic roast. Cringy to read, cringy for the person who posted it, but also, I mean, like, yeah, when you're talking about ethical water balloons, enjoy your pushback. And not long before this one, Nick also posted a TikTok that went viral for X-Shot. X-Shot Insanity going viral with Granny. 100 million views and 13.2 million views, like in just 7 days. This is the CEO of Zuru clearly paying attention and kind of giving a bullhorn to viral TikTok videos. So like, as much as you hate to be like, oh, TikTok bad, I mean, this stuff is something that they do pay attention to and they will share more. Zuru, Hasbro, they don't seem to care about posting as much of their stuff on YouTube these days, even like with YouTube Shorts. They do still really care about TikTok, and this just kind of proves that they are willing to show you, put it in your face, when things are doing well for their company or when things are not doing well for another company. Because look, it went viral. Therefore, I am right. But okay, in all fairness, let's check out the TikTok as well. This comes from someone who does not appear to be affiliated with either Zuru or Hasbro, which of course is, at least worth pointing out because someone's gonna wonder it, right? They do call out Nerf directly, and true to their word, yeah, it almost has 1 million likes on TikTok. That's a lot of people have seen this. And what's the actual view count? Oh man, 20 million views. Yeah, so he wasn't lying. This has been seen quite a bit. Not exactly the best publicity that you would get for Nerf. Them trying to fill the balloons, not working too great. I've never actually seen this product in person, so I am, of course, just kind of looking through someone else's experiences. It doesn't look good. Yeah, it gets... Nerf do better. Boy, if I had a nickel. Of course, we've got some leaking going on too. These balloons look just so different than like a typical water balloon as well. Reusable water balloons changed the game for my kids and there's no mess. What the heck is a reusable water balloon? Am I learning something today? See, this is why I love the bunch of balloons. $20 at Sam's for 400 plus balloons. And of course, yes, the reason that Zuru is happy to share this evidence as well is because their competing product clearly does a much better job. There's absolutely zero chance those will pop on impact. Well, those look like they'd hurt if you threw it at someone. They hurt so bad. Me and my friends bought these and they left huge purple welts. The only other time I've seen the better than balloons being tested is over on Blaster Hub. The user experience of Mr. Buff Daddy seems to be a lot better than this TikTok user, but it does appear like when you throw them and they pop, they kind of just like open in one area and douse you. So it feels less like a traditional water balloon pop and explode, struggling to back up that better than balloons phrase. But then if we also look at the price comparison, like just on Amazon, it looks like these are traditionally 20 bucks, marked down to currently like 15, 228 pods. And then like the bunch of balloons are just, yeah, objectively better priced. What is that, $20 for 10 bunches, 350 plus 100. How many is this? Okay, I'm gonna go by whatever that person said in the TikTok post. And let's look at some of those reviews really quickly because that again is something that the CEO pointed out. From Sam, awful, don't all fill up, bust when separating. This is very recent. I was quite disappointed with these water balloons. When you're filling them up, they do not all end up filling up. As you're tearing them apart, some of them bust. We could say burst, you don't have to use bust. Tearing them apart is quite difficult despite the videos I have seen. I bought 2 packages of this and returned 1. Unfortunately, I had already used too much of the other one attempting to make it work. The only pro that I can say for this is the ones that do actually fill up are easy to pick up once they're thrown and left on the ground. But that's probably about half of what's in the actual package, very disappointing. They do seem like they're pretty obvious to find because they only burst, not bust, in one particular kind of like side of the balloon. It is easy to kind of like grab the entire remains and throw that away. Yeah, wasteful. 5 stars from Sally, better than latex balloons. The kids love this, easy to fill up, and the best is the cleanup is fast. And I totally believe that that's the case. It seems like that's exactly what they're going for, the quick fill up and the quick cleanup. Here's a middle of the road review, 3 stars by Corey. Okay, so I absolutely love the idea of these. I gave it a 3-star because they aren't horrible. It all depends if you can splurge on this because truthfully they are pricey. It is time consuming because after you fill 1 sheet of them with water, you have to break them off from the sheet. It's time consuming because if you aren't careful, you will burst them all. Nope, they said bust them all. Why are we busting all these balloons? Stop. Busting makes me feel good. I was filling them on a flat surface as it tells you to, and the balloons at the end of the sheet weren't completely filling up. So that kind of blew. I bought 2 packs and only used 1, and that was plenty for about 8 kids. The ones that did fill did hold water pretty good. So it all depends if you have time to spend detaching the balloons and money to splurge. Personally, I'd say save the money and time and get the cheap water balloons. Like the bunch of balloons. Seems like a lot of honest reviews here, verified purchases. Of course, this one just says Nerf, excellent product, 5 stars. All right, 5 stars, great. Not sure what people are referring to in the reviews. I could easily tear them apart with one hand and they filled up fine. When you start filling them in bunches, a little causing water to not pass, but you simply pull the back end to straighten it out and it fills just fine. My 4-year-old and 1-year-old and me were playing with them and they popped nicely and cleaned up great. Didn't hurt at all because there is no need to throw them super hard if you are following instructions and a little common sense. Calm down, people. Stop hurling them at 100 miles an hour. Yeah, it's not the most fun tearing them apart, but it is better than picking up a million little balloons on the ground and better than tying individual balloons. Like my boyfriend said, he would rather have a bunch of balloons, because he is too lazy and leaves the balloons in the grass afterwards. That exactly the vibes I get from a lot of reviews. So if you are the one that usually cleans up the balloons and doesn't leave your yard trashed, these are lovely. Shout out to the people who are actually picking up balloon bits. I'm not really seeing the whole completely biased reviews. I've seen some really bad, 5-star glazed reviews for Nerf, and this is definitely not scratching the surface of the worst of the worst. Come with some receipts next time for that one, Zuru CEO. Otherwise, the TikTok does kind of prove your point on numbers alone. With summer ending, maybe I'll pick some of these up for myself in the future. I don't have a super strong opinion one way or the other. I also don't really have anyone that I typically have water balloon fights with. So, my experiences and your experiences may vary, but it is just kind of funny to see the CEO of a company really throwing shade at a really bad, allegedly bad product in their opinion, of a competing business. And I looked, there was no response from the Hasbro CEO. Maybe there was a response by someone else on the Hasbro team. This is a drama channel now. Also, if you enjoy these kind of small topic discussions, let me know. I'm debating whether to put them on the main channel here or the Beret channel. Some of these small, inconsequential topics are fun to discuss. Like that time that Nerf said they'd respond to every post on their Instagram, and they didn't respond to me. And I'm still salty about it.